about 80% of the time, I'm complaining that it's really dry. But nearly every other vlog, you can see that it's either storming in the background or it's just recently rained. The reasons for that is one, I started this vlog in monsoon season around here. And two, I usually pick whatever days it's cloudy or rainy to go film a vlog on that day because the clouds make for better lighting, and obviously if it's just rain, we want to take advantage of the dirt being good. So I promise I'm not that much of a liar. I whine about it more than I should though, because at the end of the day, I do live in a desert. There's a lot less wind noise if I film in here. I thought it would be cool to share the story of how I got into riding dirt bikes. So, back when I was 13, I got really into riding bicycles. I liked riding mountain bikes, I liked riding BMX bikes. And I would just go out on the heels and build dirt jumps and hit them. And then one day, one of my friends that rode bikes with me happened to also ride dirt bikes. And he rode a 110 at the time, and then eventually he got a 85. And when he got his new bike, him and his family asked if I wanted to go out and learn how to ride a dirt bike with them. So I rode the 110. His dad taught me kind of how to ride a dirt bike, and so I cruised around with him that day, had a lot of fun. So then the idea was kind of in my head, and just after I turned 14, the beginning of summer, I bought my first dirt bike, and it was a Honda CRF 150R, and I actually had a lot of fun on that bike. Once I got it, I just wanted to ride all the time, so I would ride out behind our house in the hills, all over the place, out here in the pit, and I spent most of that summer and part of the fall just trying to catch up to my friend because he had been riding for a while. So I just kept progressing until I finally caught up to his skill level, and then we could just kind of hit all the same jumps together. We could ride the same tracks side by side and be the same speed. And that was quite a bit of fun. After a while of doing that, some more kids in the area got dirt bikes, and I met them and we started riding, and we would just go out in the hills all the time and ride and learn, try to progress off each other. I think I had that bike for maybe a year or two. And then I decided to get my first big bike, which is the bike that I ride now, the KTM 250SX. And when I got that bike, it's a 252 stroke. I knew it was going to be a lot of bike for the skill level that I was at, but that was kind of the challenge that I was looking for. Was I wanted a bike that it'd be a challenge to try and tame it, to try and ride it. So I got that bike, and then I spent the next few months just riding a lot, trying to get good bike control, get a good feel for it, and kind of skill level my way up to riding a full-size dirt bike and riding a 252 stroke. After a while, I started to get a little bit better, so I decided to try out racing motocross. And at the time, there was a motocross track about an hour and a half away from where I live, and there was a series that did races there. And that was the only time that they were open, was when the series would come through to do the races, and it was the RMX series. So I went there one weekend and I signed up for 2 classes. So I did 4 races in one day. and did pretty good. I got on the podium in most of them. I won a couple. So then I did the next round a few weekends later, and I did pretty good on that round too. But I just didn't have much of an itch for racing. I didn't have much of an itch for competing against other people, and I didn't really like how serious everyone was with the series that it was. And so I just decided to kind of go back and have fun riding dirt bikes out in the hills. So that was when I kind of shifted my focus more towards like a motocross style free riding, and I've just been doing that ever since, and it's been a lot of fun. I haven't rode as much this year as I have the previous years, mostly just because of a lot of other really good things that have been happening in my life, like my relationship and trying to turn this YouTube thing into a little business. But I still get out and ride at least once a week, usually a couple times a week for about an hour or so, and I try to be really strategic with the time that I do ride so that I'm still learning and progressing. That being said, my suspension has felt really soft lately, so I stiffened it up a bit. So we're gonna go and hit some of these jumps and see if it feels any better now that it's stiffened up quite a bit.